In this video, we are going to discuss the types of overlapping and the nature of covalent bond. Now, till 10th class, you know that covalent bond is formed by the sharing of pair of electron between the two atoms. It can be in any form. So, this kind of bond is known as a covalent bond. You have discussed its different classifications: single bond, double bond and triple bond. But now in 11th class you will discuss what type of overlapping will this takes place, or what is the nature of covalent bond, which you are saying like single bond and double bond. Now the classification changed to different terms. So depending upon the types of overlapping, now covalent bond is divided into or classified into two types. One is known as the sigma bond and other one is known as the pi bond. Now the sigma bond, the symbol is like this, and pi, in maths you have done this pi. So this is the point and its representation. Now we will discuss sigma bond, what type of overlapping will take place, how it is different from that of pi bond. So sigma bond is formed by when different orbitals combine in end-to-end formation, which is also known as head-on overlap, or one another name, that is axial overlap. So whenever this kind of overlap takes place, then it leads to formation of sigma bond. Now what do you mean by end-to-end or head-on overlap? So in case of head-on overlapping, types of overlapping, that is s orbital. For example, this is the s orbital which is combining with another s orbital in the similar way, and they are forming this kind of overlap. So head-on overlap. This is s orbital, s orbital. So this overlapping is known as ss overlapping. In this case, both the s orbital are half filled. So when they combine, they form the completely filled orbital. That is, sharing of electron will takes place. Now next type of overlapping in sigma bond is sp overlapping, meaning s orbital is there. But now we will take p orbital like in this form. P have different 3 x, y and z axis, and we take z axis as an internuclear axis. तो जो भी हेड ऑन ओवरलैपिंग होती है वो हमेशा इंटरन्यूक्लियर एक्सिस के अलोंग होती है. तो अब ये कॉम्बिनेशन अगेन विल बी जस्ट लाइक हेड ऑन कॉम्बिनेशन. So this type of overlap is known as sp overlapping, and the bond form is known as sigma bond. That is, in this case, half filled s orbital and half filled p orbital combine to form sp overlapping. Now the next type of overlapping is pp orbital overlapping. In this case, 2p orbital head-on overlap. Again this type of head-on, meaning it is pz. So when one p orbital combine with another p orbital, then they form pp overlap. So this type of overlapping is known as pp overlapping, and it is along the internuclear axis, head on, or we can say axial overlapping. In this case also sigma bond is formed. So meaning s combined with s orbital to form sigma bond, s combined with pz, not x and y, pz to form sigma bond, or when pz combined with pz, then it form a sigma bond. So this is very important point, that if z-axis is chosen as an internuclear axis, then no overlapping will take place between s and px, s and py, और px and py. इनके बीच की ओवरलैपिंग नहीं होगी और वो सिग्मा बॉन्ड फॉर्म नहीं करेंगे. सिर्फ हेड ऑन ओवरलैपिंग s और s ऑर्बिटल की, s और pz की, और pz की खुद के ही साथ ओवरलैपिंग सिग्मा बॉन्ड फॉर्म करेगी. बिकॉज इस केस में हेड ऑन ओवरलैप पॉसिबल नहीं है, एक्सिस दोनों ही चेंज हो जाती हैं. Now in case of pi bond, now for example if this is an internuclear axis, जैसे हम z axis को internuclear axis बोल रहे हैं, so in case of pi bond, the pi bond is formed by sideways overlapping of two orbitals. तो sideways for example ये एक px है, ठीक है, again one more px is there which sideways overlap. तो जैसे वहां पे हेड ऑन ओवरलैपिंग हो रही थी, इस केस में साइडवेज ओवरलैपिंग होगी. एंड इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, बोथ एक्सिस आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर. ऑर्बिटल की एक्सिस आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर एंड परपेंडिकुलर टू द इंटरन्यूक्लियर एक्सिस. So how pi bond is formed? So pi bond is formed when atomic orbital, these are the atomic orbital, combine in such a way that their axis remain parallel to each other. Their axis remain parallel to each other and perpendicular to the internuclear axis. तो ये एक्सिस इसके क्या हुई, परपेंडिकुलर हुई, ठीक है, बट एक दूसरे के क्या है, ये पैरेलल है और ये साइडवेज ओवरलैप होगी. So in case of sigma bond there is head on overlap, whereas in case of pi bond it is sideways overlapping. So this is the representation, p orbital combine sideways forming pp orbital, pp overlapping, which is also known as a pi bond. Now one major difference between the sigma bond and the pi bond, that is pi bond is weaker bond as compared to the sigma bond. Now for example, in case of SS overlapping there is head on overlapping, this is the SS sigma type. So this overlapping is of greater extent than to this one, than to this one. Hence this bond is stronger bond, or we can say sigma bond is stronger bond than the pi bond. And next important point of difference, there is complete free rotation in case of sigma bond. Sigma bond को हम completely rotate कर सकते हैं, पर pi cloud internuclear axis के दोनों ही side combined होता है, so we cannot rotate this kind of bond. That is, free rotation is not possible in case of pi bond because then this bond will break, whereas in case of sigma bond there can be free rotation along the axis is possible. So now the first question, what type of orbit overlapping can be possible in case of sigma? It can be SS or overlapping, SP or overlapping where PZ and PZ overlapping, whereas in case of pi bond only PP overlapping is possible, that too sideways, in this case head on. The second major point or major question which is asked, which bond is stronger? So sigma bond is more stronger. Why? Because extent of overlapping is more. Extent of overlapping of electron cloud is more, hence it is more stronger in comparison to pi bond. Now the third, in which case rotation is possible around the bond? So in case of sigma bond, free rotation is possible because in pi bond if it rotates then the bond will break.